heart attack, fast fatal heart impact, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and packs. I back up my actions, fact don't ask, grab reactions, jacked attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose, pick a new silver excuse. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember, you're discreet now. Get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty, hello everybody. This is Kirusho here. And now, whenever we last left off with this series, you have Midoriya. In his last fight, he fought against a demon. He's not sure what to rank it as, but he does know that it's at least tough as shit. And after sticking a grenade in its mouth and chopping off one of its arms, and blasting out one of his kneecaps, that he was able to take it down. But he does have a bit of battle damage. Mainly bite marks from up to half of his forearm running down to his wrist. And possibly some bruised ribs and a back. And a broken nose. He's not really too sure. A lot of stuff happened very fast. Now, Midoriya took the man away, and this video does go viral. The people in the factory that recorded it, yeah. They especially called Midoriya an angel, because he is doing something not many people would. He's saving people, protecting them, and punishing the wicked, as someone once said. Whenever people were asked about it on the streets, yeah. Someone said that they had, well, a nephew, and that since the Punisher's been around, it's been a lot safer at night, and he doesn't have to worry as much about something happening. Villains don't really even try and do a lot of things anymore. The guys that do try think that they can take him down, and the next day they just end up dead. Someone said that as bluntly as possible, and a few people actually agreed with him. Now, let's cut back over to Midoriya. This is still, let's say, 6 days before the sports festival. And Midoriya, he is in a room with a demon. He tied it to a chair and begins to ask it questions. It trying to slip out of its restraints, but Midoriya is just stopping it. As he does take a holy weapon and begin to press it to the demon's wounds, cauterizing them. Now, Midoriya suddenly begins to ask it questions. Ask it about Mr. Something, and exactly why Mr. Something, well, has so many guys. The demon simply just stating that he doesn't know anything. In fact, it's actually quite funny. You think that Mr. Something's up to no good. But you haven't seen anything yet, jackass. Midoriya socking him across the face, and simply just telling him that if he hasn't seen anything, then why hasn't he seen Mr. Something? He's tried looking into him, tried looking him up. He just hides, like a little bitch. And he's never made a public appearance. Explain that. Give me something to go off of. In fact, well, tell me. Exactly why? I'm not telling you anything. Alrighty then. Well, do I have something for you? Midoriya is saying, walking into the next room as there is a very loud sound. And Midoriya, he walks back in with a bowl, asking the demon if he is hungry. He's got a bit of things for him. The man, well, he could use a bite to eat. He's been stuck here, he's lost a lot of blood, and, well, he does need to keep his strength up. Midoriya simply just setting the bowl down directly in front of the man, and forcing his mouth open. The man watching as Midoriya pulls a piece of glass out of the bowl and stuffs it into his mouth, before forcing the man to swallow it, beginning by trying to interrogate the demon. Nothing's working. So Midoriya switches it up. He pours water into the bowl and simply gives it a blessing, beginning by reading off a few verses of the Bible, and stuffing this glass into the demon's mouth, him actually being pained, and feeling like his insides are being liquefied. And he simply begins to try and beg, trying to get Midoriya to stop. Midoriya continuing, beginning this interrogation more, and continuing, switching it up. In fact, he decides to start using holy weaponry, holy objects, and trying to get answers out of the man. After putting a drill bit through his knee, his foot, and, well, ripping off one of his ears, the man finally at least wanted to start talking. At least about some things. He simply just mentioned that Mr. Something cannot be stopped, and that he's going to show the world its own evil. He's going to show the world exactly what happens whenever you are left alone. You're already in hell. Why not just bring it to Earth? Because there are angels here. This might be hell, but it's also heaven. And those two cancel each other out. The good, the bad, and the ugly. You're the ugly in case you're trying to figure that out. Besides, I'm trying to make sure I at least get rid of the bad. Really? Tell me then, Punisher. What are you gonna do? Mr. Something has men, money, and before he tries to bite his tongue, as he says corpor, he bit his tongue halfway through the A. Midoriya looking at him, and simply just saying he was about to say corporation, wasn't he? Or cooperation. Which one? The man just saying he's not saying. Men, money, and power. Oh my god. Mr. Something is a CEO, isn't he? That's why he's able to import and export so much shit. Fuck. Well, thank you for your cooperation. But I guess I don't need you anymore. As Midoriya's guardian angel appears. And the demon, well, he's just surprised. He thought Midoriya was an angel. But behind Midoriya, he can see it. You do have Midoriya's black wings, but there's a woman sitting behind him. She looks, well, human too. But that glow her wings are giving, it's radiating off of Midoriya's wings. And he simply just watches. As the guardian angel, she looks away. And Midoriya, he pulls the trigger to a gun, blasting it off into the demon's head, before emptying the magazine. And simply just saying that he's found out a little bit of information. Still, I think pulling his soul out would have worked. I don't think that you're ready for that. I get it. But I wasn't ready for a lot of things. It was a matter of the fact that I needed to be, not that I can be. So, I'll tell you this. If you just simply teach me how to do that, I can make a promise. I won't use it, at least on people. Demons, on the other hand, well, what happens when I kill them? Where do their souls go? They don't go anywhere. It's more or less just dark. I don't know. We might all have souls, but they're just reborn into hell. So you're telling me I don't actually kill them. I simply just restart a cycle of rebirth? Pretty much, yeah. Ah, well, that's good to know. And if I destroy a demon's soul, gone forever. Interesting. Well then, I'll keep that in mind. Now, Midoriya, he does have a few ideas. And he does at least think about one. Class 1A. If he remembers correctly, well, Momo Yaoyorozu. She's, well, a rich kid, right? Then there's Todoroki. The two probably know each other and, well, talk. He doesn't know if they're a couple or not. So if he goes to one, the other might be around. Actually, this is beginning to come together. Maybe I can make a crew. No, that'd be stupid. Then again, it would help to have someone on the inside. I do have May. And after what happened, I think well, those people could use my help. Especially Bakugo. I'm not too sure how he's handling all this. Guy's basically my brother. Hell, always gave me shit, but his mom willingly took me in. Now, Midoriya does leave, as he flies, flying over to the Yaoyorozu estate. And you do have Momo. She talked with, well, a therapist and tried to at least, well, calm down. Her dad got her out of the country for about a few days before she basically told him that she was going back. And it does not matter. Now, Midoriya, he does actually knock on a window. Momo, well, she's scared and confused, thinking that that is another villain or possibly a monster, and trying to ignore it. Until she does actually look up from her covers. She was hiding. What else are you supposed to do when you're scared? You have that one simple thought. Inside the darkness, nothing will be able to touch you, as long as you are on your bed. Hide under the covers and don't look at it. Don't move, don't breathe, don't make too much noise. It will go away. However, Midoriya does not. He simply begins by tapping on it again. And Momo, finally, after a bit of time, looks up from her covers. And she sees it. A figure that is there. And the glow. Watching as she sees Midoriya's skull. That recognizable symbol. And she wants to scream. But at the same time, well, it's the Punisher. She didn't do anything bad, did she? Thinking for a minute. Trying to understand this. Her mind is racing. Midoriya, well, he saved her. he would have killed her at the USJ. So she tries to calm down. And Midoriya simply just opens the window, or at least opens the door. He smashes his hand through the window a little bit, and basically had to open the door. There is a pane of glass broken, but it's nothing that can't be fixed. Now, Midoriya does walk into her room and begin to tell her that he has a few questions he needs to ask her. What? Why are you here? Well, it's quite simple. I'm here because I need some information, and I think you might have it. Why? Well, let me guess. Or let me see. I can give you the rundown. I'm probably gonna sound crazy, but you know back at the USJ, right? Yeah, I'm trying to work on it, okay? Just please leave me alone. I'm sorry, but I can't do that. Listen, I know you've been through a lot. Trust me, I've been there. You keep seeing it happen, don't you? You see his face. I don't know the guy's name, but wasn't he that electric guy? Yeah, it was Dinky. Oh, sorry he's died. Sorry he died. Well, I guess, but I'm not the one you should be apologizing to. Besides, why were you there? Because demons were there. What? Yes. Listen, I'm gonna tell you some news, and I need you to trust me on this. Demons are real, and I'm trying to stop something from happening. They were trying to attack you because they wanted some souls. I'm not too sure why yours were important, but they wanted them. They wanted to take them, and they were going to gather all of them. I'm not too sure why, but whenever I stopped and intervened, I at least saved half of you. So, I'm going to do my job and protect the other half. Now, I need you to look into something for me. Why? Because I'm pretty sure I just found out who is causing all of this. Now, the man is called Mr. Something. That's an alias that he goes by. He has money, power, and guys. Why? Well, he's trying to release hell on Earth. If he does that, well, we're all gonna be in quite the shit pickle. So, I'm trying to stop it. And hopefully you can help me. Try and find out who he is. In fact, well, I had an idea. But I was easily able to throw it away. Now, if you can help me, that would be great. Try and find out if there's any people your dad work with. Any of the, well, weird suspicion. Uh, Um, okay. But I do have a question. What is it? Does it get easier? What do you mean? The, well, the trauma. Seeing what I saw. Does it ever go away? I'm not gonna lie to you. No, it doesn't. I saw a man kill my parents. And I see that every single day. The look on his face, the look in his eyes, the way I moved. I still have the scars to prove it, the scars to remind me. You have the burns, don't you? Yeah, but, I mean, how do I know you're telling the truth? That you're not just some crazy psychopath on a murderous rampage? Because Midoriya says, as his wings come out from behind his back, and they spread out, expanding all around the room. Momo in complete shock at looking at these things. Midoriya simply just saying that he is going to save everyone. Besides, you don't have to trust me. You just need to know. If you can tell me something, then it helps save more. And, tell you what, I'm gonna put a bullet in Mr. Something's head. You could help me, or you can simply just stay out of my way. Your choice. Now, with that being said, Momo does watch. Before she can even go to say a word, the doorknob of her room begins to move and jiggle. As soon as the door is open and Momo turns to look at it, you do have the help. Simply just asking her if she is alright. As soon as he turns to look back at Midoriya, he's vanished, disappeared. Her just going on to state, yeah, I'm fine. I'm just can't sleep. I was going out to get some air. Oh my, Miss Yagirozu, you do need to be careful. Yeah, I'll be okay. Just don't worry about me. All right, ma'am. Well, don't stay up too late. I know. Just please leave me be. All right. Now, this person just walks away, as Momo does look outside. And Midori is there. He is directly flying in the air, overhead. Before, she watches a white gleam in his eyes. And he turns, quickly vanishing into the night. Now, I do believe that that will be a good point to lead this off of. And I do hope you guys enjoyed.